You ever notice how some people just don't care? New trend drops, everyone's copying it, posting it, obsessing over it. And there's that one person who watches it all happen and does absolutely nothing. No FOMO, no pressure, no urge to fit in. That's not laziness. That's psychology. Today, we're breaking down the mindset of people who never join trends and why their brains work very differently from the crowd. First thing you need to understand, most trends aren't about creativity, they're about belonging. Humans are wired to imitate. It's called social proof, when we assume something is valuable just because many people are doing it. For most people, trends feel safe. They reduce uncertainty. They answer the question, am I doing life correctly? But people who never join trends, they don't outsource their identity. Their brain doesn't look outward for validation, it looks inward for alignment. And that's rare. Psychology shows these people usually have a strong internal compass. They make decisions based on values, not vibes. Meaning, they ask, does this make sense for me? Not, will this make me accepted? So when a trend doesn't match who they are, their brain doesn't feel tempted, it feels indifferent. Another big factor, low susceptibility to social pressure. Some brains are more sensitive to group approval, others aren't. People who ignore trends usually score higher in self-concept clarity. They know who they are even when no one is watching. They don't need constant updates to feel relevant. They don't fear being left behind, because their identity isn't built on what's popular. It's built on what's true to them. There's also something deeper happening. Time awareness. Trend-resistant people see trends as temporary noise. They think long-term. They ask, will this matter in 5 years? If not, why invest energy in it now? That mindset creates distance from hype. While others chase novelty, they protect focus. And focus, psychologically, is power. Now let's talk about individuality. People who avoid trends often have a high need for authenticity. Copying something just because it's viral feels fake to them, and their brain reacts to fakeness like a threat. So instead of joining the wave, they'd rather stand alone, even if it costs attention. That's not arrogance, that's self-respect. Another overlooked trait, emotional independence. These people don't regulate emotions through likes, comments, or approval. Their nervous system stays stable, even when they're not seen. That's why trends don't hook them emotionally. There's no dopamine chase, no validation loop, just calm detachment. But here's the misconception. People who don't follow trends aren't boring. They aren't stubborn. They aren't disconnected. They're selective. They engage with ideas, not crowds. Depth, not noise. Meaning, not momentum. They don't move fast, they move intentionally. And psychologically speaking, that's a sign of maturity. Of course, there's a downside. Trend-resistant people can feel misunderstood, out of sync, even invisible sometimes. But the upside? They build original lives. They're less reactive, less anxious, less controlled by external pressure. While others constantly update who they are, these people evolve quietly. So if you're someone who never joins trends, you're not behind, you're not missing out, you're not broken. You're operating from self-definition instead of social imitation. And in a world addicted to copying, that's a psychological advantage most people never develop. Stay grounded, stay intentional, stay real. Your path doesn't need to trend, it needs to be true.